Friday is National HIV Testing Day over in the United States. It's estimated that 250,000 Americans who are infected with HIV don't yet know it, and this knowledge could yet save their lives. Testing is a critical method to control the virus, and HIV Testing Day is promoted right around the world. As such, our reporter Zhu Yan takes a look at HIV testing right here in China.
It's estimated the number of Chinese living with HIV/AIDS is about 700,000, a tiny drop of the ocean in a population of 1.3 billion. Is there a need, and is it practical to promote HIV testing in a country with the world's biggest population and perhaps one of the smallest affected groups?
The importance with testing is that you need to know your status, so you can seek care and you can get treatment, but also so you can avoid exposing others for the infection.
More than 70% of Chinese living with HIV/AIDS don't know they are affected. The virus spreading from high-risk groups such as drug users and sex workers to the general population. This calls for more prevention efforts, and testing is one of them.
We are promoting comprehensive voluntary counseling and testing. There are 4,293 test points in the 31 provinces, municipalities and autonomous regions. More than 1 million people are tested annually.
Setting up the infrastructure isn't just about delivering effective service.
I think it is important for every individual in a society to think about the risks for HIV infection, to think about how do I deal with something with a disease like HIV, and the test should be part of that. It's not something isolated mechanic, it is part of thinking about one's own risks to HIV infection and also how I relate to others with that.
And is more than the psychology and the environment. China also has to deal with certain problems on the ground, which many developing countries share.
The WHO's assumption against compulsory testing, behind its stand against the compulsory testing, is that all hospitals should take universal precaution. You should wear gloves. You should test the blood. You should take every surgery, and you should doctors should be fully protected.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not that case here in our hospital. And if you run a test, if you run an evaluation of universal precaution in Chinese hospitals, it's simply not there. So there is a Chinese reality to it.
Testing as a prevention strategy is gaining momentum in China. The real question is how effective it can be. Zhu Yan, CCTV.